We're at Sainsbury's today. Sainsbury's Taunton. I'm going to be filling up my fuel tanks again and my car. So a quick update on a few things. Some of my subscribers might remember that I got arrested down at Exeter police station. It was a case of mistaken identity. If you remember, the police lady came out and said, is your name Julian? And I said, well, some people call me Julian because that's like my middle name. And she said, well, I'm arresting you for suspicion of breaching your court order. You didn't know, and blah blah blah, and arrested me. And there's a big huge ugly thug of a policeman called Tony, and he grabbed hold of my wrists and forced my hands behind my back, put the cuffs on excessively tight, and they bundled me in a police van. So that's my arrest that I call arrested for being called Julian. Anyway, I complained about that, and they said that they thought that they were right to arrest me because with the information they had at the time, blah blah blah, they think it was justified. So I complained to their review body, and they reviewed it and said, yeah, we think it was justified. So I took civil action with my solicitor, took civil action against them, and just had notification come through from my solicitor that the police have admitted liability for it and have offered compensation. Nowhere near enough for the injuries caused. They pressed the cuffs on really tight, so tight that you know, I had deep trenches around my wrists. You couldn't put them on any tighter. It was like literally torture. So that was the initial pain. And also when he arrested me, he bent my finger back. So it was this finger, I don't know what it's called, I think it's index finger, but you know, I'm a carpenter. I use that finger for grabbing wood and stuff like that whilst I'm cutting, and I genuinely feel pain and suffer because of it, even to this day. You know, when I clench my hand up, it's still painful. So I need a lot more compensation than what they were offering. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on that as it develops. So I was going to go to Asda and fill up Asda because of the way Absolute Audit was treated there by the security. But went to Taunton. Unfortunately, it's card only. So there you go. I'll have to look around for another Asda that isn't card only. But I will be tracking down Asda and dealing with them. So anyway, here we go. Going to do Sainsbury's in Taunton, fill up, and offer them the coins. We're going to be doing the £100 coin. Probably got about £200 worth that I need to fill up, so I might do a few 20s and a few hundreds, maybe. We'll see. For those of you who are new to this and don't understand or know anything about it, these coins are made by the Royal Mint. They're legal tender coins. This is a £100 coin. The Queen proclaimed them to be legal tender for payment throughout the United Kingdom. So nobody has to accept any form of payment, full stop. But if you owe someone some money and then they refuse to accept payment, then it negates the debt. So anyway, I'll be leaving it on the counter because I'm not trying to get...
All right, buckle up, because this isn't just about fuel. This is about legal technicalities, ego, policy versus law, and a £100 coin that just triggered a full-blown police call-out. Today's case takes us to a petrol station where a man insists he is paid in full, using Royal Mint commemorative coins. The staff refuse. The police are called. And suddenly what should be a simple £227 fuel transaction turns into a debate about legal tender, civil disputes, and whether refusing payment cancels a debt. But here's where it gets spicy. This isn't this man's first clash with authority. He claims he was previously arrested over mistaken identity, and now says police have admitted liability. So when officers get called again, there's history, there's tension, and there's a point to prove. The question is simple. If you offer legal tender and it's refused, have you paid? Or are you setting yourself up for a making off without payment allegation? Watch closely, because this one is a masterclass.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just to show you that I paid.
What's that?
No, we can't take that.
Can't take that one, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I already have. So it's 100,
No, sir.
50, 70, 190, 210, 230, yeah?
No, sorry,
No.
we're not taking that, sir.
Okay. Alright. I'll be in my car then, alright?
That's fine, I'll call security.
Thank you. Come. Beg pardon? You up?
You're best to park up, please, on the way.
Yeah, I was just going to park up over there.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, the police are on their way, eh?
Now, this is important context. He's not walking into this petrol station as a neutral customer. He's walking in with a history, an arrest he believes was unlawful, excessive force allegations, and what he says is an admission of liability. That changes the psychology completely. When someone feels wronged by authority, every future interaction becomes charged. You can already hear it in his tone, controlled, but loaded. Notice something else. He's setting the narrative early. He's framing himself as someone who knows procedure, who's taken civil action, who's willing to fight back legally. That's not accidental. That's strategic positioning before the fuel experiment even begins. And here's the bigger question for you. When prior police encounters end badly, does it make future disputes more likely to escalate?
Just to let you know, yeah?
Can I just put you on loudspeaker so you can speak to him? Because he's recording this as well. Bear with
Yeah.
me. Right, okay, there you go.
Hi there.
Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hi, okay. So the £220 will need to be paid.
227, I think it was. Yeah.
£227, so that will need to be paid.
I've paid it. I've paid it. I've given them the money.
You've given them £220?
I've given them £230.
It's the silver coins that I told you about.
Yeah, so what are these silver coins? Could you explain it to me?
Right, they're legal tender silver coins made by the Royal Mint by proclamation of the Queen. There's £100, a £50, and the rest is in £20 to the value of £230 I've paid.
Okay. Okay, sorry, so because it's quite difficult being at loudspeaker, I'll try my best to hear you, okay? So it's, was it the Royal Mint, did you say?
Yeah, the Royal Mint coins, £100, £50, and three, how many 20s?
420s.
4 20s. Yeah. Is that,
Okay.
you can speak to the security, he'll confirm that I've actually given them the money.
Well, I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, but just because you haven't seen it, it doesn't mean it's not money.
Oh, absolutely,
so was
definitely,
it,
yeah.
Is it the set of 6?
No, it's, I've just explained to you what coins they are.
Only because in regards to if it being the Royal Mint, I'm going to have to go and check with the supervisor if they'll be classed as legal tender.
They are legal tender.
Yeah, so I'm just going to check that at the moment, okay?
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Right.
fine.
Give me a second.
Yeah. Why'd you phone the police? Just pay, someone pays with cash.
Yeah. The thing is, as you wouldn't surprise you that the guys in there plus myself, we've never seen that before. I'm not saying it's not legal tender, but I've never seen a £100 coin before.
When you first saw the new £20 note, did you phone the police about that as well?
What, when people pay for £20?
No, when the new £20 note...
I didn't get a phone call.
No,
I'm
when
security over there.
Yeah. But when the new £20 note came out, did they phone the police about that?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Or what about the new 10?
I
or
think
the new
it's purely
5?
down to the fact that it's obviously a rarity.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay, so you phone the police because somebody comes in
I
with
was told to, my friend.
Yeah, I know, it's
You
okay.
know, I'm
no
only
problem.
doing my job.
Yeah, I know, mate. That's okay. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? That they kind of like jump up and down and phone the police.
To be honest, it is strange tender, isn't it? Though, because there can't be many of them around. Even the £20 ones I haven't seen before.
No, it's got to be about. I didn't work out. I think it's about £200 million worth of them.
Crikey, is that?
Yeah.
I've never seen one before.
Here's where things get legally interesting. He claims the police initially justified the arrest internally, but once civil action was taken, liability was admitted. That is not a small detail. Civil admission often means there was at least a procedural weakness somewhere. But here's the catch. Compensation offers in these cases typically start low. That's negotiation 101. What this does, though, is build credibility in his mind. If he feels he's already proven police wrong once, he's going to feel confident challenging them again. That confidence fuels everything that follows. But let me ask you something. Does winning one legal battle automatically make someone right in the next? Or does it sometimes create overconfidence in interpreting the law?
Refuse the payment and takes the jerry cans back of what you'd already filled up. I don't really know.
You don't really understand anything about it, do you?
But that's what we're trying to establish.
No, you don't really understand anything about it. The diesel in the jerry cans is mine. Yeah? If you look into the law of it, it becomes mine when it's dispensed out the pump.
It'll be a civil dispute.
That's right, it's a civil dispute, so it's not a police matter, is it?
No, however, if you make off without payment at the moment.
No, I have paid. I have paid. You're telling them to give them give me the money back.
If you're willing to wait for police attendance, you can get this all sorted out.
Yeah, well, you're telling
What
them
do you want to do? Do you want to? I think the two options are to sit over there and
Well, don't have to. You don't. I have paid.
Or have you got a different way of paying?
No, that's my way of paying. You can't refuse cash.
Okay, so you're going to stick to that. So the thing is, obviously the police are going to be on their way.
Yeah.
So you're okay to wait?
If you're willing to wait for police attendance, you can get it all sorted.
Are you right with that, sir?
Yeah, I'm happy to wait.
Okay. There's spaces just there.
Yeah.
Probably be best to just park up there, sir.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Cheers, sir.
Police are on their way then, boys. Don't mind a little chat with the police, that's okay. So did you hear that? She says if they're legal tender, they don't have to accept them, they can give me them back and then I've got to pay them some other way. Why is she getting involved in a civil case? It's a civil dispute. You know, they've supplied the fuel on the agreement that I pay £227 sterling, and I have literally given them £230 sterling. I haven't even asked for the change yet. £230 sterling I've paid, legal tender coins by the Royal Mint, by royal proclamation of the Queen, yeah, and the police are telling them to give them back, advising them to give me my money back, and then so that they can say that I haven't paid. It's outrageous. Anyway, let's see how long it takes for the police to arrive. They're probably busy dealing with old ladies in the park and stuff like that.
Here's the heart of the dispute. Legal tender. Two words that cause more confusion than almost anything in UK payment law. He's technically correct that commemorative Royal Mint coins are legal tender. But here's the nuance. Legal tender doesn't mean a shop must accept it at point of sale. It mainly applies to settling debts in court. Now here's the twist. Fuel stations dispense first, pay after. That arguably creates a debt. And that's the loophole he's testing. He's betting that once the fuel is pumped, refusal of payment discharges the obligation. T's a clever argument. But it hinges on interpretation. Is this a retail transaction or a debt settlement scenario?
Where they go with that, because obviously they're your jerry cans. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know the latest, sir. Okay.
I've looked into that, right, and the legislation about limitations on storage of fuel and transportation of fuel in jerry cans is to do with petroleum, not to do with diesel.
Oh, okay.
Right. From what I understand, I mean, I'm not 100% certain on this. But I mean, I have looked into it. I've asked the questions, and it seems to be a limit on petrol carrying, not diesel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, as far as the coins go, I'm right about the coins.
Yeah.
You know, like they've allowed...
Even looking up Google it, they basically say they're normally collector's items, but they are actually legal tender. Yeah. So I think it's just a case of it being such a rarity that it's never happened before, that they've kind of like thinking, oh my God, can we accept this? So
yeah, well, you're kind of obliged to, because if I went in the main store, okay, and had a shopping trolley full of food, and then I put those coins on the counter, you could say, no, I don't want those coins.
Have you had, out of interest, have you had any difficulty before with?
It's something I do all the time.
Yeah, do you get problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that,
right.
You know.
But another Sainsbury's, I did it, and they were fine. They took the coins, gave me my change and receipt, and said it's a bit unusual payment method, but we've established their legal tender, so that's fine.
Absolutely.
So phoning the police is actually quite extreme. It all depends on the person, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
I was told when I got the phone call, you know, gentleman's absolutely calm and collected, and you know, there's no issue, but we just don't know what to do. So I came over to see if I could help, but they're actually on the phone now. But I thought, rather than you just sit here not knowing what's going on, I'd let you know. Just
you finish work, do you? What time do you finish work? 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. All right. So
all right, buddy.
They'll be out to you soon, sir. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to wait too much longer, I'll be honest, because I've been pretty reasonable waiting this long.
That's why I thought I'd come out to you.
Yeah.
If you drive off, sir, you know, it's entirely to you. I don't want to say what's right, what's wrong, because obviously I don't normally work here. I'm actually helping out. But I just wanted to give you common courtesy to let you know that it's definitely legal tender. Now they're trying to establish how much I don't know, they're just making it more difficult. I think it should be just a case of saying thank you very much and letting you go on your way. But
yeah, they're trying to find a reason.
Dealing with it now, okay?
Yeah, all right, buddy. See you later then. Thank you.
The moment of collision. Calm transaction. Immediate refusal. Notice how fast it happens. There's no inspection, no verification, just instinctive rejection. Why? Because unfamiliar currency triggers suspicion. Staff are trained for counterfeit notes, not commemorative 100 pounds coins. From their perspective, this looks unusual. From his perspective, it's lawful payment. Two different realities colliding at the counter. His is where escalation becomes optional. Staff could verify internally. He could offer clarification. Instead, within seconds, the police are mentioned. And that changes the energy entirely. Ask yourself this. Should police be the first response to confuse?
Tender here. It's a private company.
So you accept it as legal tender?
Yeah, but we can't bank that here. We don't have the means to bank it, so we don't accept it.
That's not my problem if you can't bank it, is it?
Well, yeah, but we don't accept it.
Well, you already have.
No, we haven't. You just put it down.
No, I gave it to the lady and she put it in her hand. I didn't put it
That's
down.
not accepting it.
I think it is.
No, it's not. So, do you have
think-
any other means
I
to
think
pay
you're
it?
obliged to give me a receipt, aren't you, though?
We
Because,
haven't processed the transaction because we haven't accepted it.
well, I think you're obliged to give me a VAT receipt by law, aren't you?
If we process the transaction, correct, but we have not processed any transaction.
Okay.
So, have you got any other means of payment?
That is my means of payment.
So, have you not got any other means?
But that is my means of payment.
Well, and we can't accept that means.
Well, then it goes. You're just saying that you don't want to debate it, but then you're kind of debating it, aren't you?
Well, no, because it's quite simple.
Right. So okay, let's go back to the question. And what does legal tender mean?
No, yeah, we understand what legal tender means.
What
but
is
we
legal tender
cannot
then? Can you
accept-
explain what legal tender is then?
No, I'm not explaining that.
Would you want me to explain it to you?
No. Have you got another means of payment, or do we just need to process it as a civil recovery issue?
Well, I've paid.
Well, you haven't.
That-
because we haven't accepted it.
You don't need to. Well, you have accepted it.
We haven't.
Well, I haven't got the money, have I? You've got the money.
Well, we can give it back to you.
Well, I don't want it back.
Well, so it's up to you.
I've been quite reasonable in waiting this long.
Law enforcement enters what is essentially a payment disagreement. This is the key escalation point. No one has fled. No one has refused to pay. He's still on site. Yet the presence of police now reframes the situation from billing confusion to potential here's the reality. Making off without payment requires intent. And intent is hard to prove when someone is standing there saying,